Okay, good morning, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the São Paulo School of Advanced Science on Quantum Fluids and Application. This school is only 2 years late. We're supposed to have this school on March 2020, but because of many things, we could not have at that time. And then we give a second try on 221 with I thought was okay, but wasn't. And now we're giving the second try, or the third time we try to realize the school, and this time we decide to do anyway. At the present situation, as you know, we have a lot of uncertainties, so we decided to make a hybrid school, which means we have a part of the people that are participating here and part of the people in their home countries or their hometowns, and they are able to follow all the presentations, interact with us through the internet, and we're going to try to do the best we can. I know that this situation is not what we intend with the school. We did not intend to make presentations and that's all. The school has the goal to make people to interact, to make students that are deciding their career to speak with well-established leaders in the field, and to make arrangements for visits, for postdocs, for graduate studies, everything. But I have no more time to postpone. So we're going to do the way we are presenting now. Most of the speakers, foreigner speakers, they are online. We have here a couple of foreigners that will give present talks, and most of the Brazilians, not all, but most of the Brazilian speakers will be here. And we have about 40% of the participants presently. And the rest of it supposed to be on the other side of the screen, following us. We hope this mode of organization at least can transmit part of the enthusiasm and the intentions we had with this field of physics, okay? Okay, but don't feel shy. You can enjoy either here or whatever you are in the best way you can, because we cannot lose time, especially when you are in the beginning of your career. You want to enjoy each moment because that helps you to take new decisions, right? Okay, so I welcome you all. I wanted to already start thanking all the speakers. Most of them, we had the tickets, air tickets already purchased, but I understand that people feel a little insecure for traveling, and that's reasonable, right? We know a lot of friends that got stuck at somewhere because of restriction of travel, cancellation, and even today that we think normality is returning, we have a big fluctuation. This is like Bose gas, closer to the transition. Fluctuation sometimes gets to the size of the system. And nobody can tolerate so big fluctuation in real life. Okay, but we're going to do the school the best way we can. This is a school, is a series of schools organized by FAPESP, which is the foundation of the state of São Paulo. And we're supposed to cover everything for you to be here. And it's not only organized by our center, which is the Center for Optic and Photonics here in São Carlos, but it's also organized by Unesp and Unicamp, which is the two major state institutions. So we have in the organizer list participants from Unesp and Unicamp. And it happens here in this amphitheater, which until last November we could not use. Now we can use 50%. That's why you see each of the seats blocked. So unfortunately, you cannot be discussing with your neighbor during the presentations. But we're going to have a lot of coffee break and things. You can always get to know your friends. In fact, this is very well recommended. We are not a large number here, so we can all talk each other. And we're going to have lunch together, dinner together, and the idea is let's get acquainted and get to know each other, because connection is one of the things. Connections, together with hard work, make science to go. Okay. So I'm going to do just a brief introduction so you know what we have in mind. First of all, I would like to thank all the people that directly or indirectly helped to organize the school since the very beginning. So as you can see, we have to thank Marcelo from Unesp, Marcos Oliveira from Unicamp, Felipe, Emanuel, Mônica, Ednilson, and Lucas from here. Those are the official organizers in the homepage, but we have a lot of other people contributing. We have Gustavo, you met him, some of you met him in the airport yesterday, and we have Kilvia here, and even the postdocs, the students of the group help a lot to put together. So I thank you all for that. You know, as I told you, this event is happening in a hybrid way, and the presential part is here in this auditorium, and the rest of it is online. So we always have to think that somebody is seeing us some other place. So when you ask a question, we're going to have a different procedure for the questions, so everybody can enjoy the question and the answer. So even though not being presently, we're going to try to be as helpful as possible. You know, we all know that Bose condensation is the best thing in physics that ever happens. And so when we speak about Bose and Einstein condensate, we're speaking about many, many different fields. So we are not restricted only to things that we do here in São Carlos, or people doing in England, or people doing in Australia. We are, you know, because we don't even know what will be the next leg to be hanged on Bose condensation. The truth is, basically, even for astrophysics model, Bose condensation is being used. So we have here a workbench where many, many things can be done. And still, after more than a decade of growing up in the field, still room for many things. And that's one of the main motivation for holding the school, is to make sure that a smart, young investigator like you may add new things on this already filled diagram of possibilities. Of course, here in São Carlos, we are very much on the non-equilibrium, turbulence, but has not been that way. In the past, we were interested in improving BEC. We're still interested in improving BEC, but we are trying to go more for that, and now doing some metrology some new studies and thermodynamics and things like this, but the field is far from to being saturated. I think each talk you're going to see that there are more perspective than things that are done already. We have more challenges ahead than accomplishments, because it's a quantum system that we can touch. It's a real many-body system that we can do things. It's not only example to solve an equation. It's a real thing, right? When I was a student, it was harder to see wave functions, right? We had to imagine. But now you can actually see them. You know, you can really see how things work in the lab. And this is really marvelous. And is a very nice opportunity, of course, for people that has in their own aims participate in revolutions like the quantum mechanics are provoking. They say that we are beginning a new decade of quantum revolution. And I think systems like the ones we produce in the lab, either with bosons or fermions, are part of what can be done. So justification for this is really many. And we are happy to organize the school, especially because you being only looking to seminars in 2D for the last 2 years. 2 years, 2D. The hope is that beginning the third year, we're going to go back to 3D presentations where you can see people moving around and things like this. Okay, as I said, we always very worry that people looking for making the career in physics, either in bachelor or master or PhD or even postdoc, look to this field as a promising field. And even the researchers that are not here, they are all very active, still hiring people. And we are hiring people here too. So it's always a school that has to bring opportunity for your choices. Okay, the entire event will be streamed live on YouTube. And that's the address of the YouTube. So it is in the homepage of the event. The address was a little bit hiding in the beginning, was hard to find. But Talita, which is our expert in computer running the whole thing, she made it now on the top of the program. So if you get in the homepage, you click on the top, you already be in the YouTube. So, everything will be recorded. So if you have any problem in recording, even though we're going to record, because the system is set for that, if you don't feel like we should keep these presentations online for people that are not able to participate to see, you let us know. And then we're not going to include your presentation or your participation somehow on the collection of videos. Having the collection will be good because sometimes we see very short videos. And at the stage where we are, it's not only information that's important. Sometimes a little bit of formation. Tell us how to do things is important. Okay, list of speakers, and I would like to thank you all for accepting from the very beginning to be with us. You know, hopefully we would like them all to be sitting here. That will make a very nice picture. And of course, I'm sure that you will enjoy a lot to speak with the list of participants we have. So from Bill Phillips, Andy Hewlett, Kleppner, Scully, Roati, Raisin, Koch, Ubirajara, Magri, Gamal, which is here present, Arnaldo, there, Sademelo, Dodonov, which is here, Oh, he's there. Renato Pessoa, Helene Perrin, which is supposed to be here, but she cannot be. Caldeira, Cristina, Teresa Cristina, which is here. She's here. Yukalov is in Dubina. You know, he would like very much to be here, but he's not. Tobias Frederico, which is going to be here. Christian Hermerson, which is here from Australia, is our faster speaker. Is the one that's from the longest distance. He traveled 2 days to be here. So we got to talk with him each minute he's here, because he's a guy doing very wonderful work. Muniz, which is from the house. Lauro Tomio, Diego, David Preacher from MIT, will be giving the talk next Monday. Nazarenko from France. Leggett, Anthony Leggett, which will give 2 lectures on the things that, you know, his specialty on quantum mechanics with dissipation, but I think he's going to speak about fermions. Well, anyway. Lucas Galantucci, which will be also online. Nicholas Procax from Newcastle. Raul Celestrino from the Federal University. And Thomas Gazenzer from Heidelberg, Germany. I would like to thank you all for giving the time. Sometimes we think that giving the talk online doesn't take any time, but takes a lot. And we appreciate the participation. And they all would like to be here, believe me. But you know how is the thing, how hard it's been to travel. The program is divided in 2 weeks. We have a first week starting now, and then we're going to have the second week starting next week, of course. And we're going to start today. As you realize, in the morning, we don't have coffee break. But don't worry, the coffee is always there. We just don't have the break. You can walk out, feed yourself with caffeine, come back. In the afternoon, we have a break, so we can talk, we can chat, you can visit the labs. Everybody from the lab are here, so we are not running the experiments, but there will be one moment that we have a tour to the lab, virtual tour, so you can see a real Bose condensate taking place. But since you are here, if you have never seen a laboratory that is doing this kind of physics, you have to visit, okay? We're going to have time to visit the labs. And we have the poster section that Lucas is going to explain later. And then the second week, as you see, we have a dense program. But we're supposed to provide conditions in a way that is not going to be tired for anybody. So you always be able to go, have a coffee, have a fruit, come back. Speaking about coffee, we're going to have in the morning coffee and cookies outside, just on the right side in the outside door. You feel free to go have your shot. People that comes from outside Brazil, don't get so excited. Coffee here is much stronger than in other places. So we have small cups, not half a liter each time. So it's better if you keep dosing. It's like having drink. You keep drinking tiny little bit until you feel relaxed enough. Here you take small shots until you feel excited enough. Okay? And there will be always coffee all the time. We have elected the molecule of caffeine, the molecule of the year. And I think it's been the molecule of the year for the last 20 years. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the double bonds, everything that make us work better. We have water And in the afternoon, we're going to have some juice and fruits. Fruits are banana and apple. Banana because of salt, apple because north. So you can have fruits from both sides of the world. And feel free to go, have a fruit, have a coffee, drink a juice, water. We don't want anybody not hungry here. Everybody has to be well fed. So during the morning, we go 3 talks, but don't get tired. Go, walk, get your coffee, everything, come back. Okay? And in the afternoon, we would like to have some time for you to talk with your friend or talk with us. On Saturday, next Saturday, you know, that would be the carnival in Brazil. And we were organizing a Samba school, but was not possible. Then we're not going to have Samba school. Holly, next time we go for Samba. This time we're going for feijoada, which is a special Brazilian dish that normally people appreciate a lot. And it comes with caipirinha, which is another drink. So Saturday is the day of relaxing. And we'll be, of course, you're not going to get the kit, feijoada, and go eat in your hotel. No, we all presently will be eating in the same place with enough space, which is in a big room in a church near the university. In front of it, there is a big room that we all can be there, sit in a more relaxed way and with enough space, and we're going to have a feijoada and caipirinha. If you don't eat pork meat or anything, just let us know, because we only going to prepare some no-meat or vegetarian type of feijoada if somebody comes to me and say, oh, I can't eat pork meat, because this is a dish made with black beans, pork meat, and some vegetables. Well, I don't know the name in English of everything that goes. And I will be preparing with some help of some students. But don't get scared. I do feijoada very often, so normally people like. Well, in terms of hotel, some of you are in a hotel that's nearby, and some of you are in the hotel downhill, because we said, well, I mean, people has to walk, more or less, depending on the conditions. So people that are here has to walk 4 minutes. People that are there has to walk for 15 minutes. But both are not far. Okay. Every day you have lunch and dinner all together. And this is in a restaurant that's 2 minutes walking from here, because we have 2 hours break for lunch. So that's enough to go sit down, enjoy, try not to sit alone, sit with somebody. Everybody here is triple vaccinated, and if you feel something, Lucas is going to talk to you. If you feel any symptom, don't come, tell us. The hotel has internet, you can follow from there, and we're going to take care of you, okay? We don't want the event is already very much reduced, the amount of people presentially, and we don't want that you have any insecurity while here with us. So the restaurant is called Don Adriano, and they're going to have different dishes every day. And during the dinner, I asked him to do a pizza, free pizza, so you can have different pizzas. Brazil is the only place that you can eat sweet pizza. So for the Italians, that's a criminal act. But we're going to do the crime anyway. And then during the night, a few days, not all the days, right? I mean, I cannot eat pizza every day. But during a few days, we're going to have pizza. And I want you to use the opportunity, again, to talk. That's a moment to sit down, talk, tell people what you do, make friends, okay? All right. So, Don Adriano. In a few minutes, we're going there anyway. It will be lunchtime. Here, for people that are present, there is a free internet, and it's called IFSC Livre. Livre means free. You don't need the password, you don't need anything, but only work around here. If you go to your hotel, you have to use the Wi-Fi of the hotel. Okay? But here inside, if you have any question, if you are not able to log in, we have a guy here that can help you with that. Okay, I think I said enough. I used half of the time of the opening. Again, a school is not a workshop. A school is a place for young people like you and some old people like me and some middle-aged people, but is a place for you to make contacts. Because I know that's been hard for students. Some of the students are doing their master without seeing anybody in real life. I'm even afraid that some students believe that life is now on the internet. Cannot have another one. And that's not true, you know. So I want to use the school as much as possible to see that there is a life outside the screen of the computer. And for the ones that could not be here, we are going to have another meeting, probably in November, of a small scale, with some people, that pioneers in the field of cold atoms, of condensation, and most of them agreed to come. And we're going to invite again people to come, because hopefully by November, if we don't have another big variant, we will be able to really exchange more and meet people and discuss. Okay? So, if you have any question, my cellular phone is being given to all the participants. Don't worry, any time of the day and night you can call, and we're going to mobilize ourselves to do whatever is necessary to help you. Again, we are not a large number here, presentially, and we should enjoy as much as possible this group. And for the others, let's keep in touch. Let's keep doing everything we can to make this more profitable as possible to be. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to call Lucas to give you some instructions about the presentations, poster, and everything. Lucas.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to São Carlos. I just have a couple of quick announcements to do. The first one is concerning health questions about coronavirus, right? So if you have any symptoms like coughing, headache, sore throat, please stay in your hotel. All the students are in single rooms, so you can watch the school online. If you feel that you need to get tested or even go to the hospital, please contact us so we can arrange that. And also, if you're staying in your room, please let us know anyway, so that we can arrange, you know, the meals delivered to your room and stuff like that. Okay? So always keep in touch with us. This is a school, so we would like to ask questions during the lectures. For people that are here in São Carlos, you just walk here and use the microphone to ask the questions, okay? So the speaker will see you coming and will know that you have questions. For people following us on YouTube, there is a delay that prevents, you know, live questions from being asked. But you can ask them in the chat, and at the end of the session, the chair will read your question to the speaker, okay? So this is a school, so when you go to class, you have homework. So you have your first homework today, which is there will be a short poster session tomorrow with 10 people taking questions from their posters. So today we'd like to ask you to go to the website and take a look at those 10 posters. So there's a short video and a PDF, and below each poster there's a comment box that you can write your questions. So this is your first homework today. And, well, I think that's it. Monica, do you want to add something? No? Any questions on the questions? Okay, so we have some time before our first speaker.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Monica, part of the organization committee. I just ask you about these questions. You have, after each talk or each of the lectures, the speaker, you recommend them to talking about 15 minutes, and then you have 10 minutes for these questions. Then you will try to organize the presentations to come very quickly, that you have the opportunity for the one that was just online, have the opportunity to have the questions also. The chair will also read the question of them. For everyone have the same opportunity to participate in too. Otherwise, the presentials have the opportunity to talk to the speaker in the coffee, the presentials one. Then we'll try to make this more dynamic. And okay, I think this is all, but if you have any questions that you can answer. No? Okay, then I think you can already have some, and we still have 30 minutes before we will start the program. The first lecture will be given by Andy Hewlett, but we still have this time to waiting for everything to be prepared. Thank you very much.